Hello YouTube, hope you're all well and you had a good weekend, as I did. Right then guys, week 4 update on the Red C-Max Nano. Now if you want to know the backstory on this, just go and watch a few of my other videos and you'll see we had a massive battle with lots of different types of algae and phosphates and water conditions and you name it, it was pretty much there. Now, as you can see, not much algae left in here now. There is a little bit, don't get me wrong, we're not completely out of the woods yet, but I'd say we've had about a 95% improvement on what it was. Things are looking very clean and up together in comparison to what they were. Like I said, not ideal, but getting there nonetheless. See, this one's just finishing a shed. It's just started coming out of itself this morning. Don't know why, perhaps a few of you could tell me. But yeah, finish a shed, and up to now, within 24 hours, he started again. And so on. He's probably done that about 6 times on the trot now, so perhaps some of you could shed a little bit of light on that and let me know your thoughts. This one up here is exactly the same. As you can see, he's got a little waxy look about him, but he does look like he's about to burst out again. When they do come out, they look very healthy, no obvious signs of anything nasty. Everything else in the tank is thriving, doing really well. As you can see, a bit of a close up there of a few bits and pieces. This one down here has gone into a shed as well, but you know, you don't do it that often. But I think it's 2 days now, so he's just starting to relax a little bit, and his little polyps are starting to come back out, so he should be all back up and running by tomorrow. Yeah, all good. Thought I'd give you a little bit of a quick chat on my thoughts of this Red C-Max Nano plug and play setup and what my thoughts are on this system for any of you that might be thinking about getting one. As you can see, this one is on the cabinet, which is a really nice bit of furniture. The tank itself is, build quality is second to none, as you would expect from Red C. Few little quirks that you probably need to know about. Hopefully you can see, and the light isn't going to mess with the camera too much. This little flap comes down back here, and this one here is the auto top off. All very good, no real problems with that. Only thing there is to keep an eye on with this is down in the bottom there. You can see the valve just underneath. You can probably see the float as well. There's that little valve there. The only thing is with that little valve, it does clog up occasionally, which when I first had it had already happened, so that caught me out because I wasn't used to it. But it's just a matter of unscrewing it, taking it apart and giving it a good clean. Stick a toothpick down through the hole, all is good. The skimmer. The skimmer is an absolute pig to adjust, but when you do get it right, it performs extremely well. I had a little discussion with somebody from Red C about that, and they told me how to do it. When it first comes, there's a little adapter tube on this air intake, just down here. As you see that? Sorry about the light, guys. This little air intake, there's this little valve, which really reduces the performance. They don't supply it on the newest models apparently, but if you do get one with it, just take that off and chuck it in the bin. It only pushes in the top of the pipe. You'll always get a very wet skim off of it. Red C call it an aggressive skim. It is very wet, not a thick, dark skim, so that cup will need emptying on a daily basis. Toying about doing a little bit of a mod on that and putting a little pipe on there, going down into the cabinet underneath so it can drain itself off, just in case I can't get to it within 24 hours. But that's easy enough. Just put a 2-litre bottle or a milk carton underneath with a pipe coming off of it and make sure the pipe's clear regularly. That should be a easy fix. Now just here, you've got a little sponge down in here I'll show you, I'll do a video of my maintenance one day so you can see me pull it all out. This is a little gate, see the top of that there, a little gate that you move up and down to adjust the skimmer. There's a little sponge there, which is a bubble trap, and underneath that there's a filter sock. Very efficient, pretty good, keeps the water nice and clean, as you can see. And then moving around here, as you can see, you've got this big chamber at the back, runs all the way to the bottom. Now down in this bottom corner here, you've got the return pump, which sits roughly about there. Above that, there's another big sponge. Now, I take that out every week and clean it under tap water because I don't want it to become live, if you like. I just want it to be mechanical filtration along with the other two. I've got enough surface area in the tank with all the rock, etc., to be an adequate habitat for all the healthy bacteria. So yeah, that's just, for me, purely mechanical filtration. I don't want it to become a source of contamination, if you like, so I clean it regularly. Same down in the back here, when I do my water change, again, I'll show you that one day. I'll turn it around and show you down inside there. I just sort of hoover it out with the siphon pipe just to get any debris that might be in the bottom. Up to now, there hasn't really been a great deal, so nothing too much to worry about there. Put this flap back up, makes things nice and tidy. Right, one other thing is you've got these two switches back here, there and there. This one's for the skimmer, this one's for the return pump. Now what you can see here is completely standard. The only thing you'll have to get is a bigger circulation, a bigger power head of some description for circulation in the tank. Red Sea do suggest that the return pump is adequate, but believe me, it's not. You really do need a secondary source of flow, which is this one. And don't buy one of these, by the way, from Maidenhead Aquatics. Absolute rubbish. That's the only thing they had in stock at the time. Yeah, looking around. Oh, the heater. You don't get a heater with it either for some strange reason. I don't really understand why. Now, when you do put the heater in there, there's a little slot here between the auto top off and the skimmer where all the wires go down through. You need to put your heater down in that space, but you need to make sure it goes right down into the bottom, because there's a little slack spot of water there, so it won't adequately spread the heat from the heater. So you need to get it right down in the bottom, because the water sort of comes down the sock like so, goes underneath the skimmer, little intake for the skimmer around about here. The heater's sat just underneath that, so there's good water flow going straight past it, which is something you need to try and achieve, which is fairly easy. And then it comes across there, then it goes up through the carbon. There's a little chamber for carbon here, and then it drops over the top of that, through that sponge I've already mentioned, into the return pump, and then back into the tank. So yeah, just make sure you get that heater placed right. Something that did catch me out, I was getting really big fluctuations in the temperature initially, which I sorted out, now I've sussed it. Other than that, yeah, just that little heater thing. It's the only real quirk, and that's it, guys. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I would really love this to take off and show you my journey with this setup. And I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.